out if you close your eyes.
Welcome back to the show, my friends. I'm very excited today. My guest today has been teaching music in our school system for 12 years and has been a great addition to the Nice family for 6 years now. He's also very instrumental in working with our school chorus, who are a wonderful group to hear from. This fine gentleman has recently brought something very special to the Nice student and staff population. It's our very own North County High School Fishing Club. And today he's here along with our STEM coordinator and co-collaborator, Mr. Bill Forrester, to share this awesome, benevolent opportunity with us today. Without further ado, I bring to you Mr. Michael O'Donnell and Mr. Bill Forrester. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Great to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, as I always say, time is money. So let's get started. This can go out to either one of you. How did you both get into fishing?
I got into fishing when I was a kid. My dad would take me fishing on his boat.
Yes.
And my brother would take me fishing to ponds and lakes locally in the area.
Okay. Mr. Forrester?
Likewise, as a child, getting to go out with my father and experience times where we could, spend some quality time together. And now Mike has reinvigorated that spark again as an adult.
Okay. What would you two like to accomplish with this unique opportunity?
That's a good question. My main goal is to bring people together,
Okay.
create community between students, staff, teachers, administration, and their families. Just build community and create experiences that positively influence people's lives.
Okay. Sounds great. Mr. Forrester, yourself?
Well, I think it's the authentic piece that within a community there's always something that people can kind of rally around, and this seems to be something that brings a lot of people, that crosses a lot of different paths of different people all come together through fishing here in Maryland, and especially where we live. So we're trying to take advantage of that and do something that will hopefully spur a positive change for
Absolutely.
many of us to be a part of.
Absolutely. Does your fishing club do the things for charity causes?
Yes, actually, this past weekend we just volunteered at this great event based out of Annapolis called Fish for a Cure.
Okay.
It's a rock fishing tournament held on the Chesapeake Bay that raises money for cancer. And
Wow.
I think the first number I heard from this past Saturday was they raised over $300,000. And
Awesome.
our kids were helping check the boats in when they came in, taking the fish off the boats, bringing them backstage, and helping out with the weighing.
Cleaning them?
We didn't help with the cleaning, but we helped kind of hand them to the guy that was weighing them on stage.
Okay.
And then when he was done weighing them, handed us back, and we put them in the cooler.
Okay.
And the captains came and got their fish. So.
And Mr. Forrester, you want to elaborate any further on that?
Well, I think just to elaborate the point that this is what we want students to see, that your interest can lead to helping other people.
Absolutely.
And by doing something you love to do, one, it won't feel like work.
True, it's fun.
And it's a great lesson to learn early, because you can then realize you have a lot more opportunity to choose your path.
Absolutely.
If given certain things, you do have to take advantage of them. So this is one where I feel like the kids are really kind of building their own confidence, their own esteem, and also empathy, realizing that if I go fishing, that's great, but if I can attach it to something like curing cancer or helping other people in some way, why not do that also?
Absolutely. Any charitable cause that you're doing has to be a passion. It has to be enthusiastic, knowing that you're giving back to a particular cause and a purpose. It makes you feel worthy, I would say. How many student members here at North County are part of you all's fishing club?
Well, there's 15 official members.
Okay.
But more and more kids are starting to show up. They're starting to see our Instagram page.
Okay.
And they're starting to realize that, wow, something is really happening here. This is cool. I want to be involved. So daily I have kids approaching me asking, how can I get involved in this? Like, do you guys really go fishing?
Okay.
And the answer is yes, it's really happening.
Okay.
So,
And Mr. Forrester, are you incorporating some of the STEM children? I'm sure they have a busy schedule that they don't really have time to do extracurricular activities other than what their major responsibility is to be a STEM student, but also they have recreational time too. Are you encouraging them to become members and things of that nature? Because I'm sure you guys want to expand that particular fishing club program?
Well, I think this is a great point to make, is that this is a club first for fishing enthusiasts and people who are enjoying this kind of not only just hobby or sport, but
Right.
also it's kind of like a lifestyle I'm learning around here. And if they're involved in STEM, they show an interest, of course. This is open to all North County students to come out if you have an enjoyment for this or you want to see what this is about.
Absolutely.
But we do have a few STEM students who are part of this. But again, this really shows that this crosses all levels.
Absolutely, it does.
And the reality of what we want to have happen here in North County more often with things like your show
Right.
and our club is to have more embracing of an innovative look at how, if you're creative and interested in something, you'll go to the links of making a television show, starting a club, and here's our T-shirts. Everybody,
I was just about to mention the
check
T-shirts.
those out. And also, yeah, like Mike said, this is something where new ground was broken for us in social media and how this has become its own job in a way. So we're looking for more kids to recruit, be a part of this, and even if you don't like fishing, maybe you enjoy technology, and that could be something you could help us with. So this
Absolutely.
this is an invite to many people who have a passion for this.
Okay. If I'm someone watching, when and where does your group meet?
We meet on Wednesday mornings during nighttime in M101.
Okay. And some of the topics that you cover when you're meeting are?
Well, we're talking about trips that we want to plan
Okay.
to go fishing. We're talking about making shirts. We're talking about different fishing lures, different techniques,
Okay.
How to put line on a fishing reel, how to tie fishing knots. I mean, just anything fishing, anything the kids are interested in, any things I have experience with, just anything around fishing.
And boating, I would assume.
Yeah.
How to tie, how to anchor the boat or something of that
Yeah,
nature?
well, we don't have a boat yet. It's
Okay.
it's a goal to get a boat that we can take kids out on. We could take staff out on a North County high school boat. So we're looking. I mean, that's a goal, but it's a lot comes with a great cost.
Okay.
It's a lot of money to maintain a boat. To even get a boat, where do you store it?
Right.
How do you get it from place to place? So there's some different challenges involved with that. But we're hoping, we're hoping that people will get involved that have access to boats
Absolutely.
and that want to help out and see this thing grow.
And just to add to that really
Yes.
quickly, I think that's the part that is one of the most serendipitous moments in my life has been the start of this club, right? We started back in August, and all of a sudden now here we are, early November.
You started this group in August.
We did.
Okay.
And this really sparked from just a conversation about interests around a table, and Mike saying that he really enjoys fishing, and that just kind of like triggered something in me to say, like, this community really could have something like this. So then
Absolutely.
we start to then go, a couple weeks of conversations leading into what now, has become this full-fledged team. And the reality of how we are trying to grow is by, the passion of other people, but also the support. And I think the school has been very supportive. Mr. Jefferson really embracing this and wanting this to be something that we have, as well as Ms. Gilmeister and the
Okay.
STEM office, and having their kind of support from the beginning has helped us to imagine what's possible. And continuing to grow is our plan, but we want to do it in a way that's authentic. So we really do want people to be a part of something that they enjoy this first.
Absolutely.
Because like you said, if they love it, then it seems like they'll
It's
want
encouraging to do.
The passion has to be there.
Absolutely. How are parents involved with this?
Well, one way is when we went out on our trip
Mhm.
a couple weeks ago. We got a charter boat out of Chesapeake Beach, and we took a group out, and there was students from the fishing club, and some of them also brought their parents.
Okay.
So the parents are starting to realize, okay, this is something that's happening, and
It's a hobby.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
they're like, hey, I want to go fishing.
Is it dads and moms, or is it just
Well,
dads?
this trip was just dads.
Okay.
But to go out on a boat, someone that takes you fishing out on Chesapeake Bay, there's a cost involved.
Absolutely.
So I mean, eventually through fundraising, we're hoping to finance the trips that way.
Okay.
With money that we've raised, rather than every student that wants to go coming out of pocket. So that's why we're selling
Okay.
these shirts, because we want to generate some income so that we can do more.
They're very nice shirts.
Thank you.
Very nice shirts.
Yeah.
It represents.
The parents are invited, moms, dads, brothers
Okay.
and sisters, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We want to get everybody involved.
Okay. Where do you guys go when you take trips? You mentioned the Chesapeake Bay. Is that
Right.
is that always the option when you
Right.
go?
Well, we like Mr. Forster said, we just started in September.
Okay.
So we've done one official trip, but the kids are starting to connect, and they're starting to do things like after school. 2 or 3 kids from the fishing club might go fishing together.
Okay.
So they're kind of coordinating their own things that don't necessarily involve me, because I'm not always available.
Now, do you have a mixed group of boys and girls as members of your club?
Yes, there are 4 girls,
Okay.
and the rest are guys.
Okay. How's that?
It's cool.
Are girls better fishers than guys?
Absolutely.
I know that's right. That's funny. I guess I'll ask this question to you, Mr. Forster. How would we be able to get what you guys doing throughout the county?
Right.
What's going to be the mission and the goal to take what we've done, what we've incorporated here at North County? How are we going to be able to expand that? Because it's a great idea.
Right.
And we have a body of water that we're surrounded with in Anne Arundel County.
And I think, so to take your question, one of the goals is to open this up, right? So
Okay.
one of the things from our first conversation was a takeaway that I had where I started to research other school districts in the nation
Mhm.
and what this meant for their students. And
Mhm.
it doesn't just mean fun and enjoyment, it also means college scholarships for some of them.
Really?
So by rallying around something like an invitational and joining leagues, some of these kids can earn upwards of $10,000 for a weekend of fishing.
Did you hear
in
that?
college. So
Wow.
Yes, exactly. Wow.
Yeah.
So our idea is that if we can spread this enough, we can have our own Anne Arundel County invitation, where we can have people from all around Maryland, you know, the coastal Delmarva area, but also if people want to fly in and be a
Right.
part of this, if we can get big enough. But the sense is we're going to grow authentically and not make this something that shouldn't be. And by doing that, we also need to realize we want this not to be something that a class might miss. So we're trying to really do both. We're trying to make it and harness what's good about it
Okay.
and special about it and grow organically from the ground up. But at the same time, the more we can spread, the faster, the more likely it is we can have these kinds of invitationals where students can earn college scholarships through fishing.
Absolutely.
And just to chime in,
Feel free.
if there's any other high schools in the county that see this and they want to
Partner.
do something similar,
Okay.
like I'm available to talk about it and help them get established, because that's potential competition in a tournament.
Absolutely.
I want to get as
Absolutely.
many people involved
The
as
more that you
possible.
can have involved,
Right.
the better the opportunity is going to become for this
Yeah.
to become a conglomerate
Right,
thing.
so we're in the very early stages of planning a tournament, hosting a tournament, and we've invited members from the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. So it'd be high school kids fishing and competing against members from the fire department.
Awesome.
And it's like I said, it's very early stages. There's just been a handful of conversations, but it would be great if other high schools were in on that too.
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, as I always say, any type of relevant information that you want to be able to get out,
Mhm.
please let me know. And on the show, which we do every Thursday, I'll definitely plug that and express that enthusiasm about what this is doing and how this is becoming very impactful in the community. I love it. It's very exciting. I'm excited to have you guys here today to talk about it because it's something that I did not know. Me personally, I don't know anything about fishing other than loving to eat it, but I wouldn't mind going out there and see the whole process and how it develops and how you go from the beginning to the end of that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that opportunity. Before I let you guys go, because I'm sure you have other things to do, tell us something about you other than fishing that we do not know about yourselves.
Well, most of you know that I'm a music teacher here at the school, but I also have a family. I'm married. I have 3 daughters,
Okay.
and something not involving music or fishing. I play ice hockey.
Ice hockey. Okay. Are you originally from Anne Arundel County?
I'm originally from Calvert County.
Calvert County. Okay. Another part of Maryland. And Mr. Forster, tell us something about yourself. You're a busy man. I'm sure you have downtime too, though.
Tend to be. Yes, likewise, beautiful wife Justine, 2 boys, Silas and Gideon. But along those lines of outside of work, I also computer program and have built an Android and iPhone app. So hopefully maybe we'll have a fishing app soon that people can connect with.
Absolutely. And one last thing, real quickly, can you tell this a student or viewer on why they should become members of the fishing club?
I know for me, fishing has just created such, it's had such a positive influence on my life. A lot of my most memorable experiences involve other people.
Okay.
And a lot of times fishing is attached to that. So I'm out with great people, getting to know them, building relationships, but also doing something fun that I enjoy. So fishing, the outdoors, people, it's just something.
Don't get no
about
better
it.
than that, does it?
Yeah.
Mr. Forrester?
Well, likewise. I mean, it's tough to say something better than that. And
You're right about that.
The idea
Being-
that it brings us together.
Absolutely.
There's a community here that's growing and is passionate about it and enjoying it. So we're gonna keep letting it ride, keep growing.
I'm loving it. You know, I'm glad to be able to be surrounded with great people like yourselves here at North County. And it appears with the show, the fishing club, and the STEM program, North County is doing wonderful things. So again, we like to thank Mr. Forrester and Mr. O'Donnell for coming out today and sharing with us a great thing that they're doing. I'm so excited to be able to share this information with others whom I come across with. Would you like to say anything else before we conclude?
Maybe just plug the NCHS Fishing Club on Instagram. Give us a follow.
Okay, Mr. Forrester?
Well, likewise, please, follow us, follow the story as it keeps growing, and we will make sure we come back with updates and let the community here know what's going on so that they can be part of the fun.
Absolutely. Anytime, anything that you have that I can be able to get out there in the community via this show, please bring it to me. I'm more than willing and enthusiastic to plug whatever thing you guys are doing with this North County High School Fishing Club. I'm very excited that you guys are doing this. And again, thank you for coming on to the show. You're definitely both friends of the show. I appreciate you both. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, Dave, you heard it. You've received a lot of information today on ECAP, our early college access program, and you found out something about a very entertaining thing that we're doing here at high school as well with the fishing club. So once again, we'll be back with you next week. Take care.